Hi dear students, welcome to Plus One Computer Science video lecture series. Before heading to the core topics in detail, let me give you an introduction about this course. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for opting Computer Science in your Plus One, Plus Two. Of course, you have made a brilliant decision. You have moved out of the conventional biology to the technology of the time, Computer Science. And I'm pretty sure this will definitely be a life-changing decision. So without spending much time on this, let's move to the topic. And in Plus One, we will be mainly focusing on three core topics. The first one is data representation and Boolean logic. Second, Python programming, and finally database concepts and SQL. And this course is mainly aims to the students of CBSE and various other states. All can benefit out of it. So the first chapter we will be learning data representation and Boolean logic. So I think you have enough basic knowledge or fundamental knowledge about computer and computer science, and if you don't have such knowledge, you just go to the first video in the series Artificial Intelligence with Python. So I have covered almost all basic aspects of computer science, right? Yes. So let's start with data representation and Boolean logic, our first chapter in Plus One. We can divide this chapter into two parts. The first, data representation, and second, Boolean logic. Right? Yes. So in this chapter, we will mainly focus on data representation. That means representing data. Right? Yes. So we will be learning number systems, various number systems like binary, octal, decimal and hexadecimal. After learning the basics of these number systems, we will be learning how to convert one number system to another number system. And after that, we will be moving to Boolean logic. And Boolean logic is a term very much connected to digital electronics. And we will be learning terminologies like gates, logic circuits, and we will be trying to construct, we will be learning how to construct logic circuits, right? So this is what the actual ingredients of this chapter. So let's start with what is a computer. Okay, that's the first question. We are learning computer science, so we must have a clear understanding of what a computer is, because we are working with computers, right? So what is exactly a computer? Computer is an electronic machine that accepts, stores, processes and gives result based on set of instructions, right? Computer is just like our brain, and it is an electronic machine. Electronic machine in the sense it works with electricity plus having electronic components. Electronic components, main component is IC chips, integrated circuits chips. Okay, so it works with electricity. That is what the definition of computer is. Then how does it work? You know, computer works on electricity, right? Works using electricity, and you know what it is? Electricity, right? It has two state, on and off state, or off and on state. So computer works in on and off state, right? Yes. So computer works on ones and zeros, or in digital format. You know what 1 and 0 is? Ones and zeros are, right? 1 stands for on state and 0 stands for off state. In electricity, we have only two states, on state and off state. Plus we have one more state, high impedance state. It's not for our botheration. Okay. Yes. So computer works on ones and zeros in digital format. Digits 1 and 0, and 1 and 0 together called binary, right? Binary number, right? 1 and 0 are binary numbers. Then electricity has two states, on state or off state, true state or false state, yes or no, or we can say 1 or 0, right? These are some of the terminologies used to refer to what 1 and 0, what on or off, yes or no, true or false. Okay, yes. Then on or off is called bit, or we can say 1, 0 are bits. Okay, bit means how can you explain bit? Binary digit, that is what bit is, right? So computer works on bit or bits, right? Yes. So that's a basic unit of computer storage or memory, we can say. Yes. Then okay, actually these are some of the different types of data we can work with. You know what data is? Data consists of raw facts and figures. It can be what meaningful or meaningless. Okay, when we consider data and information separately, we can say data is meaningless and information is meaningful, right? But for the time being, let's consider data and information somewhat same. Okay, yeah. So these are the different types of data associated with a computer. The basic type of data or basic types of data, right? Okay, the first one, numeric data. Second, alphabetic data. Third, alphanumeric data, right? Yes. Finally, special characters. These are the basic data we deal with. Okay, so you know what numeric data is: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. And using this 0 to 9 combination, 0 to 9, we can have any combination of values, right? Yes. Second, alphabetic. It can be capital letter A to Z or small letter A to Z, no problem. And the third one is alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means it's a combination of alphabet and numeric, alphabet and numbers, right? A, B, C, D, small and upper. Then finally, what? 0 to 9. Okay, yes. Then special characters. So in any programming language, special characters has a significant role. Okay, other than when we compare it to alphabet or numbers, it has special meaning, special interpretations. So special characters play what? Very important role in every programming language. So these are the fundamental data we deal with, right? And based on this, we can construct complex data types. These are the simple data, and we have some complex data as well, like audio, video, animations, other graphic kind of stuff. Okay, so all these belong to what? Complex data, right? Yes. So in addition to simple data, we have complex type as well, audio, video, etc. Then every data, each of these data are represented using ones and zeros, a combination of ones and zeros. That's a very idea. Okay, hope you get that. Hope you get the concept. So what I've learned so far is computer being an electronic machine working with electricity, and electricity has two states: on state and off state. On state and off state. On state 1, yes, true. At off state 0, false, no. Right? 0, false, no. Right? Okay. Then computer works with electricity. It stores or interpret any type of data in terms of ones and zeros, and 1 and 0 are called bits. Right? Yes. Or bit or bits. 0 is a bit, 1 is a bit, and together we can call it as bits. Of course, bit stands for binary digits. Binary digits are 0 and 1. And next we have seen the type of data. The type of data we associate with, right? Number, the basic, the simple data we are dealing with. Okay. So number, alphabetic, alphanumeric, and finally special characters. And we have constructed complex data types from fundamental data types like audio, video, animations, other graphic stuff. Right? Yes. So all these data are stored in terms of ones and zeros. That is a very idea, okay, of computer and computer science. Computer science works with zeros and ones and zeros. Hope you get the concept, right? Yes. Now let's move on to number system, our main part. So you know what actually data representation is, right? Data representation. When you get a new terminology or a new word, okay, in any of the technical language, how can you define it? Just by knowing the meaning of the word, you can define, you can done it up to 90%, right? And 10%, remaining 10% can be done using what? Connecting the word to the subject, right? Here it is data representation. Data representation means representing data, right? Representing data, and our subject is computer science. So how can you complete the definition? Data representation means representation of data in computer science. That's it, or in computer. Okay, so that's a definition of data representation. Representing different types of or different forms of data in computer science. That's what data representation is. Hope you get the idea, right? Yeah. So number system. What do you mean by number system? You know, computer works on numbers, right? Computer works on two numbers, 1 and 0, right? Yes. In addition to 1 and 0, we have 3 more number systems. Okay, 3 more number systems. And the number system we follow in our daily life or in our mathematical calculations is decimal, right? That is the internationally accepted what number system, or we can say an internationally used number system. Okay, yes. So number system means a system consists of numbers. That's it. A system consists of numbers, and we have 4 number systems starting from the lower to higher: binary, octal, decimal, hexadecimal. You know binary, the term meaning of binary, 2. What is the term meaning of octal? 8. What is the term meaning of deca? Decimal. It is 10. What is the term meaning of hexa or hex? It is 16. So just by knowing the meaning of the word, we can define it, right? Yes, it's a very simple logic. Okay. Yeah. So it is a technique to represent numbers in a computer system. It is a technique. Number system is a technique that represent numbers in the computer system. How? Numbers or data stored in a computer. Okay. Yes. Then each data is stored in numeric format, and we have an interchanging format called ASCII. ASCII. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So it is a standard code used to what in information interchange, used for interchanging information. Okay, what we are typing or what we are storing in a computer, or providing to the computer will not be stored as such. It should be converted to a form that computer can understand, right? So ASCII does the same. That means ASCII converts the human readable characters or stuff to computer readable format. We can call it as numeric format, right? Computer can understand only ones and zeros. So what ASCII does is every type of data are converted to what? Binary format. That's what ASCII does. Okay, then how to represent numbers? How can we represent numbers? Actually we are playing with numbers in mathematics, right? Yes. So how can you write 25? 25, of course, when you write 25, it is a decimal number, right? It is a number in decimal number system. So it's a decimal number. You can write either 25 or 25 base 10. Both are right. Either 25 or 25 base 10. How can you expand 25? How can you expand 25? It is 2 into 10 plus 5 into 1, right? 2 into 10, 20 plus 5 into 1, 5. So 20 plus 5, 25. That is how you're getting 25 as a number, as a single number, right? So here we are going to learn the same stuff. Okay, yes. So how to represent numbers? Each digit has 3 components. Each number or digit has 3 components: face value, base of the number system, and place value or position of the number. Okay, you know what place value and face value is. What is the place? Okay, what is the face value of 25 or 2 in 25? What is the face value? Face value of 2 in 25? It is 2. The exact number, right? What is the face value of 5 in 25? It is 5. And what is the place value of 2 in 25? What is the place value of 2 in 25? It is 10 raised to 1. That is 10. And what is the place value of 5 in 25? It is 10 raised to 0. You know, any number raised to 0 is 1. Right? Yes. So that's what face value means, place values. So you got face value and place value. Face value is the number itself, and place value is, if it's in the decimal format, it is 10 raised to, right? 10 raised to 0, 10 raised to 1. Yes. Then we have base of the number system. Actually 25 is of base 10. 25 base 10. That's what 25 is, right? Yes. So these are the 3 values or 3 components associated with a number. Hope you get the idea, right? Yes. So now we are moving on to various number systems. As I've already told you, we have 4 number systems: binary, octal, decimal, and hexadecimal. So let's start with binary number system. Okay, yeah. So number systems. Okay, let's start with decimal number system. So that's the most commonly used. That's the most familiar one to us, right? So let's start with decimal number system. What is the term meaning of decimal? Decimal means deca. Deca means 10. So in decimal number system, the number system we use for our purposes, daily purposes, okay, daily actions or activities, we use decimal number system, and that number system consists of 10 numbers, namely 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 10 numbers. We have started with 0, right? Ending with 9. So there will be 10 numbers. Then base of the number will be 10. Base of this number system or number will be 10. And you can see 23.46 base 10. 23.46 base 10. That is the exact format you are writing. Okay. That's one of the methods. Either you can enclose 23.46 in parenthesis, or you can avoid the parenthesis, no problem. Okay, there are 2 methods to represent the number. Either 23.46 in parenthesis, then outside 10 means outside parenthesis you can write 10, or you can avoid parenthesis, no problem. Okay, yes. So that's a number 23.46. Okay, here we have another number 434.35. 434.35. 434.35. It is of base 10, right? It's a decimal number. Okay, then what will be the, okay, what is the face value of this 4? It is 4. What is the face value of this 3? It is 3. What is the face value of this 4? It is 4, right? What is the face value of 3? 3. What is the face value of 5? 5. But what is the place value of this 4? It is 10 raised to 0. What is the place value of 3? 10 raised to 1. What is the place value of 4? 10 raised to 2, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes on like this. And to the right, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, right? Okay, hope you get the idea. Then you can see MSD and LSD. MSD stands for most significant digit and LSD stands for least significant digit. Most significant digit in sense, here in 434, the most important number is, or the digit is 4. You know the value of 4, it is 4 into 10 raised to 2, that is 400, right? That is the most important digit in 434, right? And the least important is of course the last value, that is 5. Okay, you got the concept, right? Yes. Then okay, that is about decimal number system. That's one we are using for our daily purposes. Yeah. So it has 10 numbers 0 to 9 and base is 10. You know how to represent it, right? Either you can enclose the number in parents or you can avoid it, no problem. But anyway, you have to write the base. Okay, yes. Second one is binary number system. You know, this decimal number system is a number system used by human beings, right, for our calculations. But binary number system is a number system used by machines or computers for their manipulations, right? Yes, it consists of, from the very term we can say, it consists of two numbers, namely 0 and 1. 0 stands for off state, 1 stands for on state. You know, computer can interpret and computer can identify, understand only two digits, 0 and 1. That's a very logic, okay? Yes, it has two digits, namely 0 and 1. So since it has only two digits, the base of the number system will definitely be 2. Okay, here we have 10 numbers, that's why the base 10. Here we have only 2 numbers, so the base is 2. Very logic, okay? Yes. So we have an example here, 1101.101. 1101.101. Can you have 4 here? The digit or the number 4? No, of course. Why? Because it can have only ones and zeros, right? In binary number system, you cannot have any number other than 0 and 1. Yeah. So here we have MSB and LSB. MSB stands for most significant bit. Here it is digit, here it is bit, okay, and least significant bit. Okay, yes. So here we have all the phase values given, 1101.101, that are the phase values, okay, and place values are given, 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 2, and 2 raised to minus 1 to the right of the decimal point, 2 raised to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, okay, it goes on like that. So this is a very concept. Here the base was 10, right? Here it is 2, that is why it's 2 raised to, here it is 10, so it is 10 raised to 10 raised to 10 raised to, there it is 2, so it's 2 raised to, okay, yeah. So MSB and LSB, okay, that's about binary number system. Binary number system is a number system that consists of only 2 numbers, namely 0 and 1, so it has a base 2. And we have an example here, 1101.101, and you know how to specify the position value, right? The place value, we can call it as place value as well. Here we have another example, 111.011. You can enclose it in parentheses or you can avoid the parentheses, no problem. But base is a must. Okay, you must give the base of the number system, otherwise it will be taken as decimal number system. Okay, if you don't write the base of any of this number system, it will be taken by default as decimal number system. Okay, so this must be in your brain every time when you write a number. Yeah. Then the third one is octal number system. As the name suggests, octal number system consists of 8 numbers. Okay, 8 numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to what? 7. So 0 to 7 means we'll have 8 numbers, right? So since we have 8 numbers in a octal number system, the base of the number system will be, of course, 8, right? Yes. And we have a sample number here, 325.61. We cannot say 325. Okay, actually the way we pronounce it as 325.61. Here in a decimal number system we can say 434.35, but in octal number system we cannot say it. Okay, like in decimal number system it is 325.61, right? Here it is 1101.101. Here it is what? Yeah, 73a.bc. But in decimal number system we can say it as 434.35, no problem. Okay, yeah. So here is a number 325.61. Sorry, 325.61. Okay, and here it is 3 is MSD, most important, and one is LSD, least important, most significant digit and least significant digit. Other than what binary number system, all other number system has MSD and LSD. Okay, here it is MSB and LSB in binary number system. Okay, yeah. So it is 8 raised to 0, means the place value 5 is 8 raised to 0, 8 raised to 1, 8 raised to 2, it goes on like, okay. Then to the right of the decimal point it is 8 raised to minus 1, 8 raised to minus 2, 8 raised to minus 3, right? Yes. So that's about octal number system. Hope it is very simple, right? Yes. Next one is hexadecimal number system. As the name suggests, it has how many numbers? 60 numbers, right? 60 numbers, okay. Which are the numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Now we got 10 numbers, right? 0 to 9, 10 numbers. So next number is 10, right? 10. So can you represent 10 as 1 0? Just apply your logic. Can you represent 10 as 1 0 here in hexadecimal number system? No, because if you want to represent 10 as 10 in hexadecimal number system, you have to use an alphabet A, capital letter A. So from 10 onwards, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay, it will be A to F, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Yes. So you got the logic, right? If you want to specify, if you want to represent 10 as 10 as 10 in hexadecimal number, you cannot write it as 1 0, because when you write 1 0, this will be taken as two different numbers, two independent numbers, right? 1 and 0. It will not be considered as 10. So if you want to represent 10 as 10 in hexadecimal number system, you will have to use letter A, capital letter A. Okay, yes. So it has 16 numbers, 0 to 9 and A to F. From 10 onwards, it is A to F, because from 10 onwards we have two digits in a number. 10 is a number, it has two digits, 1 and 0. 11 is a number, it has two digits, 1 and 1, right? Yes. So the base is 16, or we can write H, the letter H, okay, capital letter H as well. Yeah, base 16 or H. Okay, so we have a sample number 73A.BC, 73A.BC base 16 or base H. Okay, so 7 no problem, 3 no problem. What is A? What will be the value of A? It is 10, right? When we manipulate, we will be taking it as 10. But in the place of A, can you write 1 0? No. At the time it becomes like what? 7310 point, right? At the time 1 and 0 will be different, two numbers with different position values. Hope you get the idea. Different position values, right? But when you want to take 10 10 as 10 in hexadecimal number system, you have to use the letter capital letter A. Okay, and for B it is 11, C it is 12, okay, and the base of the number system is 16 or H. So these are the various number systems, okay, we have to deal with, and hope you get a clear understanding of all this, right? Yeah. So let's have a quick revision of all these topics, okay. So our first chapter, data representation, Boolean logic, and we have already divided the chapter into two parts. Data representation mainly deals with number system and its conversions, right? Then Boolean logic all about digital electronics, okay, circuit design, logic components, logic circuits, everything. Then you know what a computer is. It is an electronic machine. Being an electronic machine, it works with electricity and electronic components. In electricity, we have only two states, on state and off state. So computer works with on state and off state. We have one more state, high impedance state, but we will not be looking it, okay. Yes, so computer works on ones and zeros, digital format. You know what digital is? Working with digits, right? Working with digits. Then electricity, two states, on or yes, no, true, false, okay, bit. Then these are some of the basic data as well as complex data. Numeric, then alphabetic, alphanumeric and special characters are the basic or fundamental data, and the complex data derived from the basic data like audio, video, animations, all those kind of stuff. Then number system, a system consists of numbers, right? It's a technique used to represent data in what? Computer. And you know whichever data we are entering into a computer or into a machine should be converted to a form that that the computer can understand, right? That the computer can understand, and computer can understand only two digits, 1 and 0. That is why computer uses binary number system, okay. Yes, so that is what bits is, right? Yes. Then how to represent data? Okay, we have an interchanging format, ASCII. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange, okay. Yes. Then how do we represent numbers? Actually, a number has three components: face value, place value, and the base. Okay, and we have four number systems. Decimal, the number system we use, right? We human beings are using. Okay, then 10 numbers 0 to 9, base is 10, and we have represented number showing the face value as well as place value. Of course, the base as well, right? Yes, we have MSD and LSB, most significant digit and least significant digit, and to the left of the decimal point it's like 10 raised to 0, 10 raised to 1, 10 raised to 2. Okay, it goes leftward, and yeah, to the rightward, yeah, it is 3 what 10 raised to minus 1 minus 2, right? Okay, then to other number systems, binary consists of two numbers 0 and 1, and octal consists of 8 numbers 0 to 7, and hexadecimal consists of 16 numbers 0 to 9, and from 10 onwards it is A to F, right? Yes, and we have written some examples of what each number system, right? 23.46 base 10, 111.011 base 2, 23.45 base 8, then 738. BC base 16 or H. Okay, so these are the basics of this chapter. Hope you understood it well, right? Okay, yes. So this is all for the time being. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Take care.